Right, I've no idea if this is going to carry on from the last one. I think it stopped recording, basically. Yes, it did. Right, sorry. Let's try that again, shall we? Doing Anne Brooke's challenge. If I had editing skills, I'd be able to just link those two together. It just stopped filming. I don't know why. So, doing Anne Brooke's try again challenge. Oh, right. So this week we have to do. Well, if you've watched the video, you'll know. But we've got to stitch little pieces. I've just gone off and ironed these. That's what I was doing when this just decided to stop recording. I don't know why. Yeah, so I've got all my bits and bobs ready, and have started because I thought you guys were with me. So yeah, I've just put on two pieces. Yeah, I mean, it really isn't hard, this one. I'm going to stand up and do it because that sneakily stopped recording, which was very naughty. I've decided to put in some lace. I thought that would be quite a nice contrast. So we need to get that as close to the previous one. You can just see through there. So I'm just trying to get this as close to that as possible, which that really wasn't. So let me try again. Does anybody else have trouble with their filming like me? It's very frustrating. I mean, I have done what I thought was a whole video before, rambling away, carrying on, crafting, etc., etc., and it wasn't recording at all. So I'd spent like half an hour just talking to myself, which is not unusual, which is a little bit scary. Right, lace is in. Yeah, I think that'll be quite nice when that's all really stuffed like that. Yeah, on the one that failed to record, I'm planning to try and do this as live as possible so you get an idea of how much time it takes in real time. I did say if it rambles on, or if it goes on really long, I will stop and just come back with the finished article. But I know a lot of people, well, a few people have said that they like to see it live stitching, you know, not just like, oh, here's, you know, here I'm starting it and here it is finished. Yeah, I kind of get that actually. As painful as it can be, just, you know, fast forward this. But I'm using a sashiko needle and just doing a very simple run-in stitch. I don't think I'm doing a terrific job about getting up close to the other bit there. No, I really am not. Right, hold on. It's got to butt right up as close as you can get it to the previous piece. So let's try that again. Are you even close? Yeah, that's the whole reason why we ironed him in half. I wasn't going to do it, but actually I would have struggled if I hadn't have done. Right, come on hands, let's work together. Let's work with the brain. Okay, that's actually gone onto the lace now. Oh dear, we're not doing very well, are we? Right, come on, straight line. I'll tidy up the edges later. Or I might not, I might leave them actually, just long out of the side. Did we get anywhere? Oh, not too bad. Fairly close. Right. I think the key is to shove that up there like that. Yeah, this is going to take a while. I might have to pause you and come back sort of towards the end. That's how it's looking so far. Quite sort of shaggy, and that's how it's meant to look apparently. Well, it is, because that's how Anne's looked. So. I'm so glad I checked it was recording. I'd have been frustrated if it had just, I'd have just carried on thinking it was going, but no, it wasn't. Yep, we're keeping in. Crikey, it's going to take forever. Right, okay. Let's keep going, keep going, keep going. Let's have a blue bit in there. I don't think it really matters, does it, really? Because unless you're doing an ombre effect, which apparently some people are opting to do, you don't really see an awful lot of the colour. I mean, all I can see mostly on here is fluffy edges, and that's it. I am using really thin cottons, actually. I think Anne used more thicker ones. It could be the key. It bulks up a bit quicker. Yeah, this is going to take some time, folks. I wonder if I ought to put in some thicker fabrics, because that is, I mean, I suppose I ought to just keep going, but I need a bit more texture in there. I just feel it's quite flat. I could put a piece of this in, couldn't I? Yes, I'm going to. It seems a bit meh. Yeah, I think we need a bit of texture. I think that's why I'm not loving it. So let's put in a bit more thickery, textury stuff. Let's see what that looks like. Quick finger press. Let's have a quick go, see if we can get that anywhere near in the centre there. Ow. That's better. See what I mean? It was just a bit blah, wasn't it? Let me see if I can get the other end. Yeah, that's going to add a bit more texture to it. So a bit more lace. I quite like the lace. Right between that one there. Don't want it right now though. Let's put in some more fabric first of all. Right, get up there, you. You sit there. It's a little bit short, this one, but I don't think in the grand scheme of things you're going to see much of it anyway, so. Come on. Yeah, I like that. That's a bit more, just adds a little bit more texture to it. As I say, this is all sort of very wispy, and all you're seeing is mostly white. You're not seeing the colour, so might have to dig through my little box of leftovers and see if I've got some other. I'll just chop that off there. I think we'll just tie them off at the end. Yeah, I'm just using an overlock thread, nothing amazing. Doesn't need to be. You're not holding down the Titanic here. It's just some little scrappy bits of fabric, really. So don't waste your really good threads, is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to dig through the box and see if there's some more solids with more texture as well. Right, bear with me. Got some, see, that might be quite nice to have some brown coming up and gold. Let's chop a little bit of that off. Got scissors of course now, there we are. Let's grab a piece that's cut to length. Might be a pain to fold that one, but we shall see. Would that look yeah, that'd be right in there, wouldn't it? Okay, that's about the right width. Let's cut it to roughly there. There. That might be a bit thin actually, that bit. Right, let's try 3 bits, see how we get on. This one frays beautifully. I've used it on a journal cover. So it comes out with a blue edge. I'll show you. You can just see it there. Beautiful blue. Love this fabric. It was a fabric sample out of a book, which I'm sadly coming towards the end of now. So I can see if I'm right in thinking about the more solid colour looking better. Let's have a look. That did not fold in half properly. I am nowhere near that one. You can almost feel the ridge there. So you know if you're going off wonk. That's a technical term, of course, going off wonk. Okay, went a bit crooked, as is usual for my work, but it's up close, so that's all right. And I think a bit of variation in the height and that will be quite interesting actually. Let's take that through to the back. Yeah, you might not even see that actually. I don't think I'll cut those wide enough, but okay, right, let's get another bit of lace in there. is not my best work, but I've got a funny feeling this is going to be very forgiving. Let's try a bit of this brown. Again, I don't think I've cut it wide enough. Oh, come on, stop fiddly. Right, you get in there, you get in there. Okay, we're about halfway. And so you can just about feel the little ridge formed by the fold over bit before. What are we at? 17 minutes. Right, what I'm going to do, I like to do these live, but I think it's going to take a good hour or so. So what I'm going to do is pause you and come back when I'm closer to the bottom and put on the last few bits, all right? Because otherwise, yeah, this could be a long video. Back in the mo for you anyway. Right, getting on. I've got about 3 more bits to put on, or maybe a bit more than that, but I thought I'd put the camera back on anyway. So yeah, because like I say, some people really like to watch it real time. I've only been off for about 10 minutes. It's not taken that long actually. I thought it was going to be quite arduous, but arduous, not arduous. Yeah, it's going along all right actually. It's kind of a faux chenille, isn't it, when you do chenille work, if you've ever done that, which is great fun if you ever do. I've got a lot of trimming to do. I might just leave the edges raggedy actually, I'm not sure. We'll have a look at it on the tag and see what we're going to do. Right, these brown ones, they do not want to fold, so what I'm kind of doing is lining it up half and half and just stitching. Let's see, if you do this, you can actually feel, go through the previous bit. I don't know how many bits I cut in the beginning. I mean, I've obviously added in, oh, where's that, let's get some more of this in there, I think, just for the last couple of bits. Quite like that. It's quite sort of shaggy looking. It's an old skirt, this was. Weird stuff. Kind of like a cheesecloth, actually. But it frays beautifully, so... Where were we? This is not easy to hold. It's like a wriggly worm. Stay still. A bit frustrated that the camera cut out at the beginning there. You missed all the sort of introductory bit. So, never mind. I'm sure you don't need to hear me rambling on. Let's do that bit there, I think. I think it's kept fairly straight. It's a little bit wonky, but go out the way, scissors, keep catching. Come here. Yeah, it's quite difficult to keep it straight. Well, it is for me anyway. I've got stupid eyesight. This last bit is resistance. It's futile. Come on. Oh, I've got to stand up. I've got a dead leg. Bear with me. Oh, hang on. Ow. Dead leg syndrome. Dear. Oh, it's better. Bit of life back in the foot. I need to get a decent stool. Got a very hard wooden one. So that'll be the first thing I look for whenever we're allowed to have car boots again. You can always pick them up at the car boot for next to nout. Right, last bit, I think. Let's put a nice flowery bit on the end, shall we? This is not easy. Okay, I'm telling you now. It's fiddly and very time consuming, but that's okay. We are slow stitching. Gives you lots of time to think. Right, I think I'm going to call that quits. Where's that corner gone? Because I could squeeze one more on there maybe. Let's just give it a go. Just take it through to the back. No, actually I think I'll leave it there because we've got to get a Got to stitch our border on yet, haven't we? There's all these strings. Right, okay, and then we need to go back up to the top and just fill in the top bit, and then we are done. That'll do. Doesn't need to be super stuck on. I'm a bit worried because I can actually see my stitching, and we're not supposed to be able to see our stitching. Maybe once it's on the tag. It's that brown stuff, I shouldn't have used that. See, you see the stitching? Okay, we can work around that. I'm sure we can put something in there to fill it. Let's put another raggedy bit on the top here. Actually, that's what I could do. Actually, I put a bit of raggedy bit in the middle, couldn't I? Yeah, that's going to annoy me, so let's grab 1, 2, 3. I'm going to need 3 bits of that. I think they'll fill that in quite nicely, actually. Scoot down the back here. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's get it more or less half and half. Yes, that's much better. You see, I've got like a, yeah, you can see. Don't like that at all. So let's fill it in. I'm not worried if I can't see the brown. I think it was a bad choice anyway. It was quite a stiff fabric, that one. So maybe your cottons and your poly cottons are a good idea. But I do like the lace, I must admit. I'm glad I put the lace in. And oh, I might use... I need anything else at the top? No, I don't think I will. I was thinking I'll use a piece at the top just to fill in that gap, but I don't think I need to worry too much. So I shan't. I am going to leave the edges raggedy. I want them to... Ooh, Oh, what are you doing? Yeah, I don't want perfect edges. I quite like that. I'm going to fray it a bit more. We'll faff around with it in a minute, but what are we at? 30 minutes. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Right, one more. That has actually plumped this out really nicely, putting those bits in there. So if you have that same thing, just fill it. It's a bit close to the other one, but in fact it's very close, isn't it? Have I got anything else I could put in there? No, it'll be fine. Just going to do tiny stitches on there because they are showing slightly with it being white cotton. So we'll just do little bitty ones. Right. Okay. I'll rag this up a bit. Yeah. All fluffy. Nice. Yeah. Not the best choice of fabrics on there, I must admit that it needed, I don't know. But I like it. It's like a big caterpillar. Nice. Okay. Right, tag. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, I've got a similar problem there with that blue one. But will that all squish over? Yeah, I think it will. Okie doke. Sorry, dragging it into myself there and the downside of using a sashiko needle is they're super long. I'll sneak it down the back here somewhere. Is she gonna make it? Kinda. I'll tidy that up. Right, there we are. One hairy caterpillar sat on a tag. Yeah, not my best effort, but I think that's okay. I think it hits the brief. It could be, it needs, yeah, maybe a wrong choice of fabrics there with these stiffer ones, definitely. But yeah, I should have just stuck to all the cottons, shouldn't I? And the laces, maybe. Never mind, lesson learnt, yeah? It's all about learning. So there we are. I'll tidy this up and maybe get a longer bit of string on the back there. And do, yes, it's tag number 3. Yeah, that's it. It was pretty bad, wasn't it? Anyway, I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.